Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listening to John Cash.
Welcome to an all-new edition of the John Cash Show podcast. I'm so grateful to speak to you guys all over again. As you know, we always do. Let me start with the disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by myself do not reflect those of the John Cash Show podcast sponsors and affiliates. Listeners and viewers' discretion is highly advised. You can hear the John Cash Show, podcast on demand on your favorite streaming platforms, including but not limited to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Deezer, Odyssey, Pandora, and many more platforms except for Tidal. And hopefully, I could learn how to read again during between the next the John Chaz. What the hell? Let's welcome back our engineer. This is gonna be the tapings that they're like, oh, he's on drugs.
And they're gonna think I gave them to you.
Well, no, you didn't. Let me clear you. No drugs.
Allegedly.
No drugs. Straight edge. This is water. This This ain't vodka. Right? How was your week, Walter?
Good. Trying to keep busy.
That's
about it.
Yeah, that's good. That's always a good thing. My week, I've had a pretty good past couple weeks. Come to think about it, I've reconnected with a few of my high school classmates from Bishop Auckland.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been out a couple of times. Shout out to Elisha Day and Dwight. Of course, shout out to the ones that I regularly kept in contact with and Facebook and stuff, and would run into them out and about in the city. But I've had a blast catching up with them. I actually feel pretty good about that. I don't feel, when you meet people from your past, it's like, I don't know. Sure, well, like I haven't gotten that feeling. So, and also I went to an alumni mixer for Bishop Auckland. The first time in 20 years I've been associated with Bishop Auckland. I was banned from Bishop Auckland.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Quite some time. I don't really want. I mean, yeah. Okay. Why would you think? I'm gonna just ask you before I go into the story. Why do you think I was banned from Bishop Auckland?
Fighting?
No, not fighting. That was a close second. Okay. So, picture it, Brooklyn, 2005, rather. I had graduated from Bishop Auckland back in 2004, and there were some teachers I had some run-ins with over my tenure there, right? I went back to go visit a few of the teachers that I liked and I wanted to see, and so on and so forth. And as fate would have it, ran into a teacher I didn't necessarily like. I was just going to ignore her. I swear, I was just going to ignore her. I promise. I promise you guys, I was just going to fucking ignore her. But no, she had to say something smart out of her mouth. So then I, being the unevolved John Cash, that we've all come to know and love. I'm not loving light. I wasn't loving light back then. I cursed her completely out. I cursed her for filth.
Oh, that's fine though.
No, I mean, no. What I said was very, like, yes, I went there. I went there and beyond. Like, that's what I tell people all the time. I can go to that level. That's why I keep my mouth shut now. Because I can go to that level.
Yeah.
So I know people are like, well, what did you say? Well, I used every letter in the alphabet. Let's just say that.
Did you take a breath?
I don't think so. I let her have it. I called her a miserable carpet munching bitch. Like, you miserable carpet munching four-eyed. No, I called you a miserable four-eyed carpet munching bitch. With that fucking mullet. Like, I went off. Like, fuck you, fuck your girlfriend, because her girlfriend was my Spanish teacher, allegedly. And 2001 was a very stressful year. It was 9/11, right? A lot of people don't know this about me. I got accepted to every single solitary school I ever applied to, middle, high school, college. The only one that outright rejected me was the High School of Economics and Finance. It was directly across the street from the World Trade Center. That is why I always say man's rejection is God's protection. So I wasn't in the area, fortunately, of when the Twin Towers was collapsing, when the terror attacks were occurring.
Yeah.
All right. Then my brother got shot back in November 15th, 2001. He was at death's door pretty much. Spent about 5-6 weeks in intensive care. He was swollen up 4 times his size. He lost his spleen. His stomach was on the outside. He needed a colostomy bag. Fortunately, they were able to reverse it. He's very blessed and lucky himself. He actually lost vision in his right eye, so on and so forth. So it was a lot going on that time, and I didn't have the best relationship with my grandfather. So one day I come in, uh, the first marking period, I was on second honors or first honors, one of them. And I saw my brother's girlfriend. I walked in the house, I walked to the living room. I saw my brother's girlfriend on the couch. And I said, oh, okay, maybe she came because mom told her that, you know, uh, I made the honor roll, so she come because she loved the party. She loved the party. She stuck around though because she had 3 kids and we were Santa Claus. But that's another story for another time. Then I saw my former babysitter, and then I saw my grandfather on the couch. Now I know something is very much wrong if my grandfather was there, because he only came for Christmas. And then he was the type of grandfather that he would come and bitch about the fact that he had to come for Christmas. Okay. So yeah, he died during the pandemic. He died 2020. Yeah. So the best thing that he did was die. And I got 3 days PTO. He was a very miserable man. I'm not gonna have revisionist history and be like he was so amazing. No. Anyway, so walked in there, seen my grandfather, and I knew something was up. And my mother, she started crying. She said, well, at 12:20 something this morning I got a call, you know, uh Terrence, was shot, yada yada. He's at Kings County. Do. Um, I automatically, when she started making that big proclamation, I was like, "Oh God, she's telling me he's dying." So he died. So I'm about to start breakdown in tears and shit like that. So then, uh, I eventually was able to see him maybe a day or two afterwards. Like I said, he was swollen up 4 times his size. He had lost a lot of pints of blood. So anyway, shared this with the Spanish teacher at the time because she was talking about, I want to pray for, I pray for you guys every day. So I shared it with her in confidence, right? So that year, like I said, was a rough school year. I got like a 74, 75 on one of my Spanish tests. And I was like, you know what? This was like third quarter. I was like, you know what? I don't even care. At least I passed. I'm just glad about that. She overhears me and then she says, "This is the thanks I get for praying for you." And at that moment, I said, and anybody that knows me, I'm the true epitome of Aquarius. I will cut you the fuck off. Like, I will cut you the fuck off with no hesitation. Uh, you know, especially when it's like ulterior motives. So, um, I said, I didn't know that prayer had a cost, and I thought you did it out of the goodness of your own heart. And I said, I know how to pray for myself too. So I didn't speak to her from that moment on. She would call on me in class. I wouldn't say anything. I literally I did not speak to her until 11 days before I graduated because, and it just so happened, I gave my umbrella to another teacher to hold in her office, and I was standing outside the office waiting. I didn't know she had left for the day. And um the Spanish teacher came and opened up the office. I gave her a few seconds to walk in, so I didn't have shit to say to her. And then I walked in behind her and I got my umbrella because it couldn't fit in the locker. And I walked the fuck out. She made a big deal about it. Like, oh, you came in and you didn't say anything to me. And I was like, I don't talk to you ever since you said that.
But ay caramba.
So they were like, oh, we're gonna expel you, all types of shit. Like, and that's the only reason why I said, okay, I'll talk to you. But even then, it was like, huh.
Mhm.
It wasn't even like hi, and I'd make it very obvious because I'm petty like that. I'd make it very obvious. I'll be like, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning." Or I'll walk. I'm the type that'll go through the office sometimes, and I'll be like, "Good morning, so and so. Good morning, so and so." And then good morning, so and so. I used to bring donuts and shit for people, and I'd be like, "Everybody can eat my donuts except for this person," and I say their name. Like, I've grown, and now I just don't bring the shit. I don't bring donuts. Fuck you. Buy your own shit. You cunt. Anyway. But yeah, like I went back with a vengeance. Like I didn't mean to. I went there to go see the teachers I want to go see. I ain't give a fuck about seeing that bitch. But I'm gonna give it to you if you want it. You want trouble? Like my old West Indian co-worker, shout out to Miss Carol from Macy's. If you want trouble, knock upon John's door. And he gonna answer. God damn it. I leave people the fuck alone. I want to be left the fuck alone. Don't fuck with me. Cause I'll bring the fire. That's why I'm quiet in meetings now, because I know my mouth. My filter doesn't work sometimes. It malfunctions. Like a Tesla sometime, Allegedly. Anyway. Got so sidetracked. Let's get it back. You can find me on social media on IG at the John Cash Show, or on TikTok, at the John Cash Show podcast, on Facebook, John Cash, and on X at _John Cash. And for everybody listening, feel free to chat with me about any of the topics or anything that I've ever discussed on this show at the John Cash Show at gmail.com. And once again, and always and forever, fuck them bitches from got me pissed the fuck off. Just think about that shit. Woo! Anyway. Yes. You laughing. I'm dead ass.
That's
like,
great.
I'm dead ass. Like, fuck them bitches. I think a couple of them died. Oh, well. Fuck them. Pray for that. How about that? Anyway.
I think my high school team used to play Bishop Loughlin. Got our asses kicked.
I mean,
And we went around the same time. I graduated 2004.
yeah. So I mean,
I wasn't on the team.
I mean, still, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them. Shit. No, well, not now. Fuck the prior administration. Fuck Mr. Doherty. How about that? Yeah, I said it. Anyway, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, anyway. Well, you sitting around wondering which state had the highest Pornhub usage during election day? Well, I have you covered. No pun intended. I definitely have you covered if you were wondering that. So, Pornhub reveals this the horniest state on election day as a surge of anxious Americans sought X-rated relief. According to the New York Post, election day, more like erection day. That's what. This is the article. You want to look it up? It's New York Post. Pornhub searches surged across America on Tuesday as voters celebrated their civic duty by indulging in a bit of X-rated entertainment. Data compiled by the adult website and shared exclusively with the Post shows traffic up 7% on average across the entire country, indicating a divided nation is certainly united when it comes to a love of porn. Anxious Americans in both blue and red states blew off some steam on the big day before pulling the lever. With website visits peaking between 8 and 9 a.m., a report showed. It wasn't me. I didn't contribute. I was at work at that time. Pornhub is currently blocked in Alabama, Arkansas, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Texas, Utah, and Virginia. So those 14 states weren't included in the dirty data dump.
I didn't even know that.
There's probably going to be more. Among those with access, South Carolina appeared the horniest on election day.
It's everyone from North Carolina going down south. No pun intended.
With traffic 21% above average across the entire day. The Randy Red State was closely followed by the District of Columbia, which saw viewership up by 18% during daylight hours. But D.C. also saw the largest traffic drop during the evening of the election, with residents switching off porn to watch the count come in. See? Priorities.
They couldn't multitask.
This next state is projected for Trump. Oh, shit. My erection is down. Damn. Come on, Wolf Blitzer. Come on. Get back on screen. Goddamn. Can you imagine? Site visits were down 21% in the nation's capital from 6 p.m. to midnight. Perhaps unsurprising, given how many D.C. residents are known to get turned on by politics. Oh, yeah, baby, that filibuster. Filibust me, yes. Across the country, traffic was down 16% in the same 6-hour period. Republican candidate Donald Trump took to the stage at 2:45 a.m. to claim victory after sweeping key swing states. Almost immediately after bombshell news, traffic to Pornhub shot back up. No pun intended. As citizens both celebrated and commiserated the outcome by looking for bombshell blondes online. That's very assumption. That's very, you're assuming. Plus other kinky content. They could be looking at BDSM, not bust. Not everything is busty blonde. It's ebony. I mean, yeah. Thoughts and opinions. Pornhub, yes or no? On election day, erection day, whatever they call it now. No, I didn't look it up. I didn't look at any porn. I was busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing other things.
That was. I was. First of all. Anyway, I didn't look at. I didn't look at it, but
I'm more intrigued with all the banned states.
why are you intrigued? I don't want to move there.
It's funny.
No, that's probably why
They're in the middle of nowhere, half these states.
they have no access.
Just imagination. That's it.
I mean, it works for me. I mean, they really some of my best times. I was like,
me,
oh,
myself, and I.
I don't need no Pornhub for this. I am the Pornhub. I am the actor. I am the visuals, in the words of Beyonce. I'm my own visual in my head. Okay. Let's move right along. Speaking of Pornhub, rapper and actor Ice-T and his wife Coco shared how often they have sex to keep their marriage healthy. So, Coco Austin and Ice-T are still hot and heavy 23 years into their marriage. The actress revealed to E! News that she considers it good and healthy to get intimate 3 times a week. The 45-year-old gushed. I did not catch that until just now. I think that is good after 23 years. I think you have to keep it up. Austin clarified that they keep the romance alive with date nights, which include going to dinner, getting dressed up for each other, and Ice-T picking out what he wants her to wear. The Law and Order SVU star 66 chimed in to explain how a lack of intimacy can lead to a wrap on a relationship. When you first get with somebody, you want to have sex, right? The actor said. If that ever ends, when that feeling goes away, forget about it. The couple began dating in 2001 and tied the knot in Las Vegas in January of the following year. At the time, Ice-T was already the father of daughter Letitia, 48, and son Tracy, 32, from previous relationships. He went on to welcome daughter Chanel, 8, in November 2015 with Austin. The couple frequently make headlines for their racy admissions about their marriage. That flame has to stay lit, the rapper said in January, crediting their success to jungle sex. What? What is so funny about jungle sex? Very, very specific.
Yeah, it's very descriptive.
Oh. He added, when that flame goes out, you're not really attracted to each other anymore. You have to address that very quickly because it's something that's necessary. Ice-T went on to say that he and Austin are teammates who value and appreciate each other, not opponents, not assets, not liabilities. He gushed, I value what she brings to me, and I think it's vice versa. In addition to being outspoken about their sex life, Ice-T and Austin often clap back at the parenting police. The couple have defended breastfeeding Chanel until at least age 5, bathing her in the kitchen sink, pushing her in a stroller, and more in recent years. So I'm not married. I would say, I would say 3 is pretty decent if you're both busy.
Oh, 3 times?
3 times a week. I was what? 3 times a month?
You said 3 years.
No. I said I'm not married. I think 3 times. Let me clarify that. I'm not married. Not married. Single.
I'm married.
Yes. How many times do you think that it's healthy to be intimate?
I'd say maybe at least 1 or 2 times a week. 3 times could work. Sometimes weeks get a bit busy.
Hmm.
No pun intended.
You're so juvenile here sometimes. I swear.
I'm a sucker for wordplay.
Yeah, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for foreplay. So yeah. If we're
The shoe fits.
I mean, some of my best sessions include, but not limited to, licking, sucking, fingering, like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. So you say 1 to 2. I
Yeah.
say,
If we're talking like a baseline, maybe.
hmm.
Don't worry, you're not married.
You're right. I'm not married, but I also don't want to put this out there and then it's used against me later. So that's why I have to be mindful, very demure, very cutesy with my answer. I wouldn't say every day. Every day.
That becomes a chore for me.
I mean, child. Let me see. Hey, hey. Well, yeah, I've always been one to do chores. So, yeah. Moving right along. In the Law and Order segment of the John Cash Show podcast, Mayor Eric Adams is set to go on trial in April, barring any pardon from now until the trial date. Walter, do you think that Eric Adams is actually going to get to trial now that Trump has been elected?
I have no idea. What's the whole thing behind them?
Pretty much bribery and
Like he was taking expensive
failure to
hotels and stuff like that.
failure to register as a failure to register the gifts and stuff like that was given.
Gotcha.
Upgrades, travel upgrades.
I don't know. I'd be more worried about like being in the same picture as Diddy.
And that's going to be a hell of a little 2 weeks because his trial starts, Eric Adams starts in April 21st, 25th, around there. And Diddy starts May 5th, which is ironically the day of the Met Gala.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
Yo,
That's on a Monday.
It is a Met Gala?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That day. Yeah.
Just gonna miss that one.
Take that. I mean, what? Like, as the drop says at the top of the show, coming at you harder than the feds with Diddy. It's John Cash Show podcast.
I guess we'll see with Mayor Adams.
Well, he want to be a celebrity, so it fits. He gets flued out. Right? He's arrested now, indicted now. Yeah, it's America's so ghetto right now. Like
A lot of stuff.
yeah, a lot of shit. But I think that I don't. Now with Trump winning, I don't think he makes it to trial because I think he's going to kiss his ass.
Maybe.
I think he's going to kiss his ass because he's been talking about let's work together.
Yeah.
He's going to kiss his ass to try to get pardoned.
Kissing someone's ass.
Yeah.
We'll see with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
his girlfriend quietly retired from her Department of Education post. It, I, him in that whole circle is it's something. I'm gonna just say that it's something because damn near everybody that he's appointed has been indicted. like the higher ups, not the low mid
Yeah.
level. The higher ups, they've been indicted or called in to testify against him.
You think it's Diddy?
Nah, because this is
Naming
before
names?
Diddy. This is before Diddy.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And I
You know,
honestly
that
don't think.
other dude got in trouble now. The Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh yeah, but
The
I
CEO.
don't think it's that. I don't know. I wasn't there with them with the shit, so I'm a law abiding citizen.
Same.
I pay my taxes. I damn sure don't get upgrades. I don't even ask for upgrades, so that clears me, right?
You're good.
So let's go to final thoughts. Walter, final thoughts.
Oh man, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, don't we all?
Just stay the fuck out of trouble.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Don't know anymore. My final thoughts is always stay away from negative people because more than likely they have negative bank accounts. On behalf of Walter and on behalf of myself, it's the John Cash Show podcast, and we out this motherfucker.
Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listen to John Cash.